And we're back. Hello. Sorry that took so long. I probably should have got this started beforehand, but whatever. This game is a short, like, login. So I still don't really feel like playing this. But we'll jump back into it. We'll see if it improves at all. And also, this will be the definitive... God damn it. And now I'm messing up my controls with other games. Yeah. So berries are only when you're actively playing. Also, is that a treasure chest? Sure is. Oh yeah, I turned on the shop's 50% off thing. We're basically pretty much on easy mode, except for there's 4 easy mode options and I have 3 of them ticked. It's just the cake revive one is off. Yeah, and I looked it up, and the whole devolve thing seems to be, it increases your passive by 1 level, but then it gives you a permanent stat debuff. It's like if I were to go back, speed attack and special attack would all get permanently nerfed, and I don't know if I like that. I guess it depends on the ability, like if it's really good, then maybe. That's a pretty hefty, stat debuff. I have some of the easy mode options ticked just because this game is incredibly tedious. And like, I enjoy challenge, but if your challenge is just based on horrible tedium, and it's not really fun. Also, this game is incredibly linear even for a Pokemon game. Like, there's no branching paths at all. There's just only ever one way forward. Lux Kitchen. The hell is that? Just picked up a portable kitchen. Combine your fruits to bake a cake. Oh. Ooh, hey, that makes these berries way more enticing to want to make. HP plus attack cake, oh man. Oh, and is this like bulk up and calm mind in cake form? Okay, I like that. And there's the larges. Okay, that's cool. I like that. That's a nice little mechanic. Yeah, if I would have known how much of a bitch Voltgar was going to be, I would have gotten that, snake mole thing. Because I think he probably knows cut moves. And he's a sand type, so that probably would have made Voltgar a lot easier. Make sure you brought an extra pair of socks. Why is there a security checkpoint in a swamp? Don't move! The foreign substance scanner has detected something potentially harmful. I'll handle this, Scouts. You, step back, please. Show us, what did you bring in that backpack of yours? No, not that. That's just your average everyday cake. How about this? Stop messing with me. Do you have anything that radiates? Could even be something smelly. Oh, I think I know. You heard the scanner. That must be the culprit. Hang on. Mom's pestering me. What's this energy they call Titan Essence? Titan Essence? We've heard about that from our Scoutmaster, didn't we? Said that long ago Titans created this whole planet. The same energy flows through all organic beings, especially Coromon. Scoutmaster would definitely approve this item, don't you think so, guys? I'll whitelist it in the machine so you can pass freely. You can come through now. So, are you guys some kind of bouncers? Oh, of course, let us introduce ourselves. We are the Soggy Scouts. We're the official caretakers of the Soggy Swamp. Protecting the environment is our game. Who else can call the area from the scented super shrooms? We don't snip them, they'll overtake everything. We can't do it alone. That's why we ask everyone to help, lend a hand. Pocket snips. You're not only helping us, snipping shrooms could be valuable for you too. Snip enough shrooms and Aspo can help you make your own Coromon scents. Interested? Just take a look at our scent recipe book. Stay sharp when snipping shrooms. There's only a 10-second window. Our pamphlet will explain more. Don't look away. Ripe, Mr. Chance. So bright and yellow. If you miss one, just run off to the next. Or wait a few minutes till it's ripe again. Well, best be off now. Gotta make sure everyone keeps sniffing. I'll be at my kiosk. Come to me once you're ready to brew scents. Soggy Scouts out! Oh, they all willed it. She wasn't kidding about the 10-second window. Oh yeah, I looked it up. Apparently, Swarmy only evolves if you raise its attack all the way to the max stage in a battle. Which is... I don't know how the hell you're supposed to figure that one out, but... Snowball? Oh, not even my ice type can learn that. Never mind then. It's the Titan Essence Collector. Can I help you brew anything? Oh, I have to give you berries for it too? Damn. You need a lot for that. Trade request, I'll give you some leftover shrooms and you'll give me some XP. Bitty bolts. So it just uses all of its SP to nuke you. And see, it's doing that thing that I hate that Pokemon always does, where the enemies... Oh, hey, we're actually getting like reasonable amounts of money now. The enemies in the area after the big boss fight, they're all lower level than the boss, and it's like, no. This year, the Soggy Scouts have vowed not to let scented super shrooms overtake this route. It's my very important duty to keep an eye on the shroom population. These shrooms, these aromas, fresh, spicy, sweet, I can absolutely understand why Coromon are attracted to scents. Hi. Course. That animation's a little bit too long. Oh wait, if he's not directly attacking, this isn't gonna do anything. Oh, now he is. Need you to hit me, buddy. Of course, now he's just not.
kill it. I don't care anymore. I'm in a fucking course. Now it slams. I'm just angry. Get rid of it. Let's say sweat shroom. Because it's spicy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this mechanic. Again, just tedious. Battle researchers can be quite complicated. Some have many layers to them, like freshly sliced onions. I, on the other hand, am a simple soul. I just like a good battle. That one always hits at least 2 times. Oh yeah, poison also drains SP. That's another thing I don't like about this game. You're much more limited on the moves you can use, because instead of power points individual to each move, you just have an overall SP meter. Which is fine, except there are so many ways that the game makes you lose SP. Poison drains it, any electric attack drains it. I'm sure there's others, it's just, oh my god. You're just not allowed to have anything in this game. And because of that mechanic, I think having Voltgar as the first major boss is a little insane. Because if you don't have a ground type, you're kinda just fucked. I think I'm just gonna crank Beetle's special attack. He's my only special attacker, and that's what he's gonna do. That'll do, Mino, that'll do. Yeah. Also, the amount of money, I complain about this every time, but the amount of money trainers drop is so little. I think it's directly proportionate to how many Coromon they have, instead of their trainer type, which I don't agree with. Because like at the start of Emerald, there's those 3 rich kids that each give like 2,000, and then you got Roxanne that also gives a few thousand. Your rival gives around 1,000. You make a lot of money in Pokemon, and then Coromon's just like, nah, no money for you. This part of the song right here, the it kind of makes me think of Bowser's Castle from Bowser's Inside Story. When it's all fossilized.
Oh, does this just loop around?
Beetle, beetle. Yeah. Yeah. Beetle, beetle.
Spooky spinner. Is that for ghost types? I need something that can use magic moves. Because they did say the next Titan is a ghost. A normal type that can learn magic moves would be ideal, I think. Let me grab this before we move on. Stop. Danica, yes? It's Velma from the R&D lab. My daughter Asuo told me you were traversing the soggy swamp. You see, I am extremely close to finishing something which might be a great breakthrough for battle researchers everywhere. That sounds awesome. What is it? The aroma module. I've been dissecting the pheromone molecules that Coromon give off in the wild. No big deal, just my area of expertise. I've seen a couple of smelly shrooms to polish off my research. Since you're in the soggy swamp, mind helping me out will certainly make it worth your while. You can be the very first to test out my module in the wild. A win-win for us both. Deal. Great, my thanks. I'll need 2 sweat shroom, 2 zen shroom, and 2 grim shroom. Oh, and 1 bear fruit as well. Could you come find me at the campus when you got the goods? Thank you. Do I have those? And then I have to find the, I have plenty of sweat shroom. Need 1 more grim, 1 more zen. Still don't know what that does. Oh, well, that's why he couldn't learn it. 90 accuracy, yeah. I don't know why that's... I took it apart and looked at it inside and nothing seems wrong. Its battery is fine. I don't know why the fuck that just keeps happening. It's like once a day it'll just randomly happen. There's no fire, there's no smoke in here. I don't know what the hell is setting that thing off. I don't think I like Snowball. It's strong, but 90 accuracy. I like the freeze chance of Frost Chomp. I'm not gonna bother with that. Although Static Fur hasn't really been doing me any favors, so maybe I'll just replace that. Hang on, actually, what colors am I looking for? Zen and Grim, what colors are those? Grim is green, Zen is blue. Oh, I guess I can also just check them and she'll tell me. Here's a Zen one. See, I'll just wait where we know they are, and then we'll move on. I know it's easy to say that, like, composers just copy other styles and stuff, especially in this day and age where everything has been done already. It's hard to make anything original. But, like, every single song in this game really does sound like something from another game. This sounds so much like Bowser's Inside Story music. And I looked it up on YouTube, and there were several people. Ooh, a ghost cat.
Damn.
That's annoying.
Damn. Damn.
Actually, I don't even know if shock does anything. In terms of, catch rate. Upon entering a battle, if the opponent has higher max HP, the Coromon links their souls to match its HP until the battle ends. That's cool. Your stats are kind of ass, though. You're just a tank, a lot of health, and that's it. Actually, that health might just be because of Armadillo. I don't think those were its stats. Yeah. They do give you a shit ton of free items, though. That is one thing I like about this game. Just the sheer amount of freebies is pretty nice. Just need you to kill one of them.
Damn.
Oh, there you go. All healed. Berserk. Goes Berserk for 4 rounds, increasing damage dealt after each successful attack. It's a rage. Except not really. 12 SP. Nah. I'm good on that. Or maybe it's 6 SP and it's just because we're hazy. I'll have to check that.
Damn.
I hope Bird gets a better cut attack eventually. Although once Bird is fully evolved, I don't think I'm going to keep him. I just want to see what he turns into and see if it's better than Pidgey. And so far he's been like marginally more useful than Pidgey. But it hasn't been anything that's like, oh fuck!
Damn.
Not messing with that. Of course. Man, sure would be great if this confusion would wear off. Oh, thanks, game. Also, another thing I will say in this game's favor is that wild Coromon are actually worth fighting. Like, you get a lot of XP. There's a lot of, like, evolved types in the wild, so you can actually get some meaningful XP fighting them. Yeah, pretty much this entire team I don't think I'm going to stick with. Unless their like final evolutions end up being really good. I've heard good things about Nibelgar's final form. So when we're eventually able to find wild ones, I might make the switch to that. So let me double check something really quick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if I want a ghost in the end. Just because they're only good against themselves. And like some of these normal types, like I like Armadillo, I really do. And they're only weak to poison. And they can learn a lot of different damage types. It depends on the ghosts, I guess. But yeah, like I'll want one of each of the 5 main types. And then my last one will either be normal or ghost, depending on Which one ends up being more useful? How dare you block my view of this magnificent fungus? Okay, man. Whatever. Enemies can also have... plus skills. Is it just like guaranteed accuracy down? Because that's annoying. Because it's happened every single time it's hit me. Great. I do really enjoy the music in this game. Like, even though... Really? One accuracy down. And then when I use accuracy down, it doesn't do anything. They just hit every time anyway. Doesn't fucking matter. Oh, this one is, like, significantly more buff? What the fuck? Why is it so buff? Fucking die already. Barely worth anything. And he has the evolution. Kind of hit the point where Ice Cube is no longer carrying. His damage is kind of falling off. I kind of want this thing instead of Fiddly. This thing is way better than Fiddly. Fucking asshole, just poisoning my entire team. Alright, there's a Grim Shroom. Oh my gosh, I'm super stoked I wasn't assigned to the area right next to Woodlow Harbor. Literally no tattle live in that area. Tattle are super useful to control the spread of fungus. Not ready for another fight. Is this a rest cabin? Scouts are doing a wonderful job keeping the swamp nice and beautiful this year. So much so that I could focus on my passions this year, eating wonderful, delicious fruits. Oh, those are specific. Sure would be nice if I could rest here, dude. Takes on a sumo stance, causing the user to take 50% less damage from physical attacks for the next 4 rounds. That's kind of cool. Only Ice Cube can learn it though, and I don't really need it at the moment. Excuse me, I don't know if I want to plant fruits here, because this doesn't seem like a convenient place to come back to. Also, I should check his furniture to see if he has anything in them. He sure does. Or appliances, not furniture, you know what I meant. Is there a point to this? Is it just here? Alright, I think I am going to skedaddle. Because this place is mean. I need to heal. Also, I have like 3 side quests I can do. We should maybe actually do those before we go any further. Kind of just been putting them off forever. The supervisor notices my talent. Okay, no dialogue has changed over here. I bet the aroma module just acts as sweet scent. And nothing else. So let's find out. I don't remember where Velma is. And they're not gonna tell me. More Buzzlet. Oh, I could go do that. Catch them in the harbor. In the forest. Probably better chance to get them in the cave, though. Don't know where the R&D lab is. That might have been on Doran. I don't remember. Yeah, the music in this game is fantastic. Oh, I think it's the person in this room. I also do like a lot of the humor, even if a lot of it is a little meta and tongue-in-cheek, but whatever. It's fine. Orange Kid. Ah, my fellow bookworm. Oh, you received my message? Good, I found more books which might be interesting for you. We'll need them to defeat Jebediah again. I heard he's ready for a rematch. Condition handbook. Enjoy reading. Burn! Its attack is reduced by 30% instead of halved. That's nice. Oh wait, special attack reduced by 30%. Not physical attack. That's different. Slightly increasing their speed in the hope of ending the battle sooner. Unable to attack every 4th turn. Also suffer some lowered speed. Inverse all positive stat changes. Stat changes which are already negative will not change. Aw. Oh, poison lowers your physical attack by 30%. That's shitty. And will kill you in exactly 16 rounds. Oh, if you're drowsy, you're guaranteed to be crit. And your attacks are both lowered. Okay, so drowsy sucks. Oh, freeze only lasts 1 turn, period. That's kind of shitty. Its critical hit damage will drop. All of its skills require twice as much SP. Shake it off after 4 rounds. Huh. I don't like how specific all of these are. Wait a minute, that's not new. These 3 are new. Yep. Ghost types are immune to Twilight. Snow is good for ice types. Stab is still a thing. I was wondering about that. Huh. So I have a question. If you devolve a Coromon, is that permanent? Can you not evolve it again? I think that's why the stats are lowered. Yeah, that's not nearly as cool as the book hat. My nemesis Danica, so we meet again. While you were out adventuring, I studied the book. That's what I mean by dumb meta humor. I believe I am now knowledgeable enough for a rematch. Want to earn back my bookworm hat? Oh no, you can keep it. I don't care about that anymore. It's my honor that is on the line this time. So Danica, I challenge you to a rematch. What will I get if I outsmart you again? I got this sloth gem I'm willing to part with if you manage to prove yourself. What does a mole fruit do? You know your fruits. Coromon of the same species always have the same trait. No. Coromon can get burned during the rain. No. An HP kick M recovers how much HP? 50. HP falls below 25%. Can't believe it, I lost again. Seems I simply cannot best you. I take my hat off for you. Here, take this as promised. Oh, nice. It's time to process my loss. Goodbye for now. Actually, no, I need burb. Empty. I mean, this is like almost XP share. XP share across the whole party. I want to see something. Well, no, I don't want to spoil it. I want to look up, like, what are the best versions of the Sloth Gems and where are they all? But this game is super linear, so we'll probably just find them anyway. Standard, well that's no good. I don't need this for me anymore. Sorry, buddy. Oh, this Houndos kind of sucks. Alright, so I need to... was it 14 or higher? I'll just catch potent ones. Also, is this the R&D lab? Buzzlet lab. I don't know where the R&D lab is. It's in Radiant Park. Oh, I think it's like halfway through Radiant Park. There was those two dudes like fishing there. Oh man. We're too strong, for fuck's sake. I may need something a little weaker. I forgot how low level everything here was. These are too weak. That might be okay. got one shiny ass. God damn it. No. Kinda sucks you don't get to keep the spinner. If you decide not to keep, because why would they even give you the option? It's a little weird. Okay. There's a Coromon. It's a higher level than mine. ไป 7. Just try again. Might be here for a little bit. I don't know if the RNG is the same every time or not. So I'll just reset the room. So I'm pretty sure we got an armadillo first last time too. This is definitely different though. This one is kind of beefy. Also, having side quests just in general is kind of cool. Pokemon doesn't really do that very much. The game is linear, but at least there's side stuff to do. Nine. I'm just not getting anything good. Trying to get some wrist stretches in between each round. I think I'll just do this on my own, because this is super tedious. That's one thing I don't like about the potency mechanic. Just trying to find that one frickin' just the good one. Oh, right. Two steps, instant encounter. Yeah, Patterbit is the only other one that has a unique... At least that was on the wiki that has a unique evolution. He just needs an item. Found it. I smell something mildly disgusting. The ingredients I requested. Yes, these should suffice. Like I was just burning stuff over there. It's super gross, but I'll have to mash. Then we just pour this disgusting pulp into the module and voila. The power of science is absolutely incredible, is it not? This is the aroma module. Should be the very first to test it out in the field. Here you go. Let's Just a purple palette swap of the stink one. Encounter Coromon of higher levels than normal. Specifically 4 to 6 levels higher than you'd see in the wild normally. Wow. It's even better than what the protein scent can do. Walk in a grass patch and activate the module. Wild Coromon won't be able to resist you. If things work out, we can start mass producing these babies for the world. Cool. Is this just get lucky? This game has a lot of that. Looks like that treasure chest is directly connected to this computer. Meh. $200. Okay, there's our hyper potion. What am I doing? Oh, it was right there the whole time. For some reason I thought it was deeper in, but no. Tin shell? You're different. Can I not one-shell you? Another sand type. So many. This game just loves its sand types. Oh, levels up quickly. That's everything here. So I thought we needed a fishing rod because, you know, Pokemon clone. Let me head back over here and see what else is in the water. There's one more thing to catch. And I would love to replace Fiddly, because Fiddly kind of sucks ass. I saw some people on YouTube saying that this is the best game ever, they love it so much, and I'm just like, I don't see it. I like the game. I wouldn't say it's the best game ever, though. It's a little much. AC. Got a milestone just for seeing it. It's an electric tape. Interesting stat spread. Only has one evolution. The Sloth Orb seems to be half XP, and the Lazy Orb is 25% XP. Which makes me wonder if there's a 75% and 100% one as well. "40 unique Coromon." Ah. It's not that AC was special, it's just unique perfect Coromon. God, it's not happening. How's that? Held item, probably. Heart. Oh, there's another Sloth Orb. Are there any better ones, though? That's a long time to wait for just a Sloth Orb. Nope, it's just that one. The final milestone is a move. I wonder what move it is. Is it a super good move, or is it a troll move, where it's like, this is actually garbage? Ah, that was AC that was in the cave. Biddy Bolt, I do not have. There's 3 Mons in Radiant Park. apparently. Like 3 that we don't have. Bitty Bolt is just a tiger. Big stretch. Still faster. You know what, Burb? I'm just gonna crank your attack. Because after the last stream, defense in this game is kinda not great. Doesn't do a whole lot, so I'm just gonna go Pokemon logic, sweeping, kill them before they have a chance to attack. And then you don't need defense. Like this fight, we're probably gonna take a hit or two. Man, they're fast. Yeah, not enough to one-shot. Defense. They only use special attacks though, so I think we're good. Get a heal after this kill. Venomous Squeeze! Ooh. I don't know if I want Humidifier though. I think I'd prefer Poison Body one. I'd also need to catch his unevolved form to get it in the decks. Oh, can't go that way. Where am I, huh? Who's there? You alright? Yeah, just these Zen shrooms, they make me so sleepy. I think I need something to wake me up. A battle! Why did his defense go down? Oh, because of Claw. That's right. The very tiny defense drop chance that it has that, like, never activates. What are you? Nice type. Of course. Where's your unevolved form? Did you hear? There are tattle around here with a unique trait. It makes them use the fungus as if it were an HP Cake XL. If you find enough fungus, you basically have a lifetime supply of free HP Cake. Only for that tattle, though. Whoa. It's a fire type. I don't have a whole lot for status moves. Flame squid. There's a special tank. That's about it. Damn. 70 power, 100 accuracy, special attack. Only has one evolution. Good, don't like that skill though. Just a leaf. What does the leaf do? Ah, it's a hat. There's a rumor going around you attempted to take something harmful into the soggy swamp. Won't allow any ecological harm to happen here under my watch. Shame on you. I'm gonna push you into the swamp, Danny. Oh god. So, berry check. Fucking course. Times of lightning. Always goes first. For 6 SP? Nah. Again, way too many multi-hit moves in this game. Not a big fan of that. course he barely survived. Coromon got hurt at least. Hope you learned your lesson. Man, I'm kind of falling asleep at the wheel here. Can't endanger scented super shroom. Shame on you. Seriously, can I just push her into the swamp? Can't make accusations like that without evidence. Whoa. Big cake. Damn. It's just an elixir. This is not the right place to find sweet shroom. Perhaps I'll tell you where to go after a battle. I already have a bunch. Hey, anytime this, this hazy wants to wear off, that'd be cool. Higher pick. To lower defense and to burn the target on it. 8 SP, that's a little steep. Oh, right. Hazy. Okay, so it's 4 SP. That's a little more reasonable. Bird is just all about coverage. What the hell is this? Water type. My fruit now. Ow. This is why I don't want to replace Fast Strike. Everyone's leveling up. Yeah, I like these slop items. Ooh, what is that? It looks like an ice type. Oh, I think it's that little ice bug that looks like Snom. Its evolved form. Don't like Berserk. Need a little bit of defense. Maybe go back the way you came? Just don't look over here. Alright. Bird up. Ooh, there's a tunnel. That's unfortunate. The whole fucking team is poisoned again. Cool. If I can get a potent version, that'd be cool. Okay, I wanna see something. Where is it? Ah. When do you evolve, Fiddly? Oh. It said show evolution levels, but I don't know where you see these. Oh, maybe it's just the bar. Like, it doesn't show you the exact level. So he might be like 30. And he'll be like 32 or so. Bird isn't for a while. Okay, well, if it's not an exact level, I'm just gonna leave that option on then. I thought it would be like an exact number, and I didn't want to spoil that, but I'm going to assume this is 36, just like Pokemon starter final evolutions. Ooh, Armadillo's getting close. You know, I hate to say it, but I kind of like Bird. He's been pretty effective. And he's got good move coverage. His defenses kind of suck because, you know, he's a bird. Compared to Armadillo, who has no special defense but really good physical defense and high attack. Just a good physical tank. I don't know who to keep. Hey Jackal, I don't remember telling you to go get a PS5, but I'm glad you found one. Yo, did you see that too? I think ghosts from Pawbury are migrating over to the swamp. It's an old superstition that battling will scare away any haunting spirits. It's crazy enough to try. I'm alright. Oh, she has a potent ghost cat. Hold on. Well, the swamp itself isn't poisonous, but there are a lot of poison frogs in it. Yeah, I forgot that the scientists, for whatever reason, have an awesome battle track. Now I'm motivated. Well, I think we have to switch. My attacker's poisoned. We'll just have to deal with it, I guess. Get splorted on. Ow! That did a lot of damage for not being very effective. Oh. It looks like an ice type. It is an ice type. That's not the right move. I forgot this game had cursor memory. Ow. Fuck's sake. Stop fucking critting. Pottery might be a little too spooky for me. Too spooky. I can give you a medium. I have a lot of them all of a sudden. Don't know when that happened. Voltgar kind of bled me dry, but we've since restocked, apparently. So, I'll take it. Antique show and someone accidentally broke a 120-year-old piece of glass. Expensive glass is just funny to me. As someone who doesn't give a shit about history. I hear that and I just laugh. Prussian regimentally marked beer steam. Cool. Rust in peace. Yes, rust in peace. Cool Prussian beer steam. I can speak. I need a break. Hold on. Let me grab the good song, because I mean this song's cool, but it's not. It's not this. All right, be right back. I can't believe the glass is dead. Hello, I'm back. There's nothing up here, is there?
Beetle, beetle.
Fuck you. Do I have any other fire types? I think I might be stuck with me now. Until I find another fire type.
Beetle, beetle.
Yeah, I'm not messing with the bees. Bees hit hard. Not only a great soggy scout, one day I'm going to be a great battle researcher as well. So if you want to use the raft to Pawberry, you'll have to dance with me first. Everyone is water types here. Which, I mean, makes sense. We're in a swamp. Ow. I've been drizzled on. That can hit 3 times, can it not? Yeah, 2 to 3 times. And it just always hits twice for me. Thump, thump, thump. Send another water type. Yup. Ah, this one's potent. It's so purple. I want one. That smug ass face it has too. I'm waiting until October before I play the Dead Space remake. I love the original Dead Space. I think it was 2 or so years ago now, or almost a year and a half. I streamed 1 and 2, and loved 1, hated 2. I thought I would enjoy 2, because I remember liking it back in the day when it first came out, but after replaying it, god, I hate that game. 3 has a lot of cool things going for it, it's just it's a lot more action schlocky, because EA, at the time, was seeing the success of like Resident Evil 5 and whatever else was around at that time. Actually, I think Resident Evil 6 was out then. And they were like, do that. And they did, and it wasn't as good as the first two, but it's not terrible. There's definitely things to like about 3, but it's a much better co-op game than it is a single-player experience. It's one of those kind of games. It's really fun to fuck around in with a friend. Because there's a whole second character, and if you're playing single player, he's just AI controlled, but if you're co-op, then player 2 is that second character. And player 1 is still Isaac. I don't remember his name, but... But yeah, I've heard nothing but really good things about the Dead Space remake, which has me excited to play it myself, but I'll get there. Yeah, if you want to see the original, I streamed it a while ago. It's on my YouTube. I have a clip up on Twitch. It was a good time. Wow, this raft doesn't seem very reliable. You there, young one. You didn't spot a lost old man on your way here, did you? Long white hair, red robe, responds to the name Hugh. Does that ring any sort of a bell? Not really, but did you say Hugh? I'm looking for him as well. Then you should know, there's a good chance Hugh could be in danger. For the last month, the ghosts, they've totally overrun this town. The hauntings are getting worse and worse. Nobody has any idea how to drive away these spirits. And now they must have gotten Hugh. Please, stranger, join our search. Of course, where should I start? We have one possible lead. Dorette, Hugh's wife, last I heard. She stumbled upon something strange. Can you check on her for me? She should be in the wine cellar of the large manor north in town. Meanwhile, I'll continue searching, just in case. No nook and cranny will remain uncovered. Will remained. Good English. We must find Hugh. We must. I can't reach it. We have to slay the ghosts first. What have we got in the grass? Oh. An armadillo. Oh, there's a lot here. Oh, it's the two-headed fucker that I hate. He's here too. I can get one for myself. Kitty! Purr. Tonight is bingo night. Life has been an easy breezy ever since I lowered the speed on my pergy. Less points in it, less problems I have keeping up. Ashton did a wondrous job creating the resetinator upstairs, even if us seniors can use it with ease. My Cashew and Obi Super Combo Squad, getting the Titan tier rank was easy. Whoa, that means I'm in the top 500 of the world! Oh man, Sexy Ed's got a 6-win streak now. Distract? What does that do? Other than distract? No idea, game won't tell me. Pet the Swarmy. You can pet the Weedle. In Coromon, whatever year this came out. This year. Last year? Last year. I don't remember when 1.0 came out. Oh my, a customer already? I just got it all wired. Word does spread quickly in this town, don't it? Leave it to old heads to gossip. You must be wanting to make a new Coromon build for your squad. Well, the hard resetinator behind me is up for the task. A hard resetinator? Indeed. The successor machine to the soft resetinator over on the left. The soft resetinator did its job exquisitely, but it couldn't handle redistributing the potential points earned before the Coromon got caught. This baby here is different, though. Hard resetinator is the fine caviar of dealing with Coromon potential points. I won't lie, it's not as energy efficient, so I had to tune up the price a little. I'm sure that won't be a problem for the real perfectionists and strategists out there. Sounds like a useful machine. Quite proud of my inventions. I had this technology when I was young. Oh boy, I could have been the best battle researcher in all of Velua. Alas, I did not. So my mission now is to pave the way for future champions like you. The resetinators are both self-service, so don't hesitate to redistribute those potential points whenever you see fit. $6,000. I see. Only missing 3. That's fine. Free money. It's the best kind of money. Really admiring that stone, huh? Huh? What? Oh. Of course his name is Mason, and he's a stone mason. I'm just concentrating, attempting to visualize the end result. The curves, the edges, I won't settle for anything less than perfection. Yeah, me too. But I could really use some help with achieving that goal if you don't mind. Are you familiar with the majestic creature known as Swarmy? Alright. See you in a bit. Of course. I plan to immortalize it into a beautiful visage. Would it be too rude to ask you? You want me to find a model for you? Swarmy forever. Yes, a kindred spirit. Swarmy forever indeed. You're too kind. Everyone in this world loves Swarmy. I think I ditched my Swarmy, so that's a problem. Why is this house swallowed by the forest? What happened to you? I mean, ghosts or what happened, we know that, but... Am I losing my marbles? The statue seems to be moving in a strange pattern, almost like it's tracing out letters mid-air. Let's see, I think it says... H-E-L-P... Spirits communicate in mysterious ways. I'm so sick of this. Every day more and more things are starting to move on their own. Yesterday was bad enough when my wife started levitating, but today is even worse. Must I spend my retirement years being haunted by pot-stealing spirits? Apparently, yes. I see you. How do I get that? How do I get that? It's right there and I can't reach it. Hi. You also have a ghost cat. Everyone's got ghosts. I have like 3 of these. Huh. So these are like somewhat permanent versions of the sense. Except their proc rate probably isn't guaranteed. I kind of want to see if we just find like a free one. Purgy nibbles? Extra nutritious food for your what the hell is this? Ions drain. Is drain a magic attack? Hold on. I need to know. Beetle can learn it apparently. It is a magic attack. Neat. Oh. Ooh. Alright, Beetle might be our answer to the Ghost Titan. If we can't find anything else by then. The store sells some exclusive food product called Purgy Nibbles. Packages are much too vague. None of them tell me exactly how much I should give to my Purgy. Pepper scent do? Oh, does it just make them burned? Yeah. Please tell me, is the spirit haunting this building gone? Wait, is someone actually behind me? Are you? No, I'm not gonna look. Be gone, foul spirit. Alright, so clearly we need Luigi to help us out here. Hugh the Fourth. My Pergy, she's trapped inside. I'm sure she's wondering where I am, what I'm doing, why it's past her feeding time. Oh, I do hope Dorette finds a way inside quickly. Okay, those are just unobtainable, I guess. For now. I like all the cat statues. Pauberry used to be a nice place, a peaceful place. Those darn priests over at the temple, I trusted them as far as I could throw them. Must have caused all this fuss, all this ruckus. What? That's probably relevant in some way. Ever since my wife left us, I can't help but come to the graveyard and ponder the existential questions of life. Do human souls get reborn into the measure realm, just like Coromon souls do? If so, then my wife, she might have become a careless young baby again. I hope so. It's nice to think that the circle of life goes on and on and on. Don't ask me, man. I'm just grave robbing, don't mind me. Oh, those are glasses. I thought she had a big-ass grin on her face. I was like, wow, that's a hell of a sprite. Clock. Chair. Nail statue. Oh my, aren't you Danica? You're here already. My husband Hugh was looking forward to meeting you today. Until, well, you probably heard about his disappearance. It was in this very room he vanished. Hugh was determined to figure out the cause behind the recent string of hauntings. You've seen the floating objects around town, right? This morning Hugh used them to track down a strong energy leading to this very room. But the energy flowing through the cellar is much stranger than those objects outside. Come, let us show you what we have discovered. Objects in this room seem to disappear and appear at random. Like this floor tile in front of me, let me assure you, it was not here before today. And if you step on it, well, it'll take you on a trip. Just like so. Once you arrive, it will look like nothing has changed, but do not be fooled. A chair that has vanished, a statue that is out of place, these details will be different. Each object in the room will have engravings on them, pointing in a certain direction. When I followed the object that was out of place, I found myself in another room, with even more things changed around. My husband must have managed to get himself stuck in this mysterious sequence of rooms. It's the back rooms, oh no. I'm a little older, my memory is even worse than his. I keep trying to memorize the object. I could try instead. So I just follow the directions written on objects that are out of place? Yes, that would be so kind of you. Please get Hugh back to us. All the Pauberry is worried sick. I just realized it's called Pauberry because of all the cats. Oh, right as in, I get it. Not right next to the couch, but the right side of the room. Hang on. Uh-oh, what changed here? The painting, I think. Books. Glass. Is the barrel upside down? I think so. Wonderful, wonderful, yes. A human possessing a strong soul. Okay, Flowey. A human who has answered our call for help? Who was that? Is someone there? My stone, my access stone. I seek a worthy individual to grant my stone upon. But even my powers cannot reach through multiple realms of existence. Come hither. Not the flesh and blood you, no, but the you that can reach the realm. The realm known as the in-between. Oh. Yeah, that's got trippy. Ruptious. My soul, this form, it longs for peace. Until someone bestows me with peace, I am forever restless. Can anyone hear me? I can pass through people. Not these though. Hey, it's Ice Cube. I'm not supposed to be here. This is all wrong. This realm is draining the life out of me. Oh. Oh, there's a door. What's going on here? I just want to be seen. Why can't the humans see me anymore? This is unacceptable. No, sir, this room is too cold. Please close the window. The whole superstition about supposed spirits dropping the temperature in a room. Oh. Man, I'm really good at spotting these doors, huh? By my calculations, I should have been reincarnated 3 days ago. Something is amiss. Who dis? Oh. Oh god, hello. Illusion. It's Illusion from Yakuza 6. Souls of Coromon, unable to rest, unable to pass. This is not the place for forlorn souls filled with such immense grief. But the Mesher realm where they belong, it is full. Oh, what's Ultra Kill's tagline again? Blood is fuel, hell is full, something something. This stone, known in your reality as the Mesher Stone. It is this stone that will lead you to the realm that overflows with souls. We have need of a resolute human mind, one that can herd the lost souls. Find me, and help thyself. Stop hitting me. What? What are you doing? Stop! Darling, you've been in a stupor for hours. We tried to wake you up, but nothing worked. Are you okay? That place I was in, I was a ghost, and... Danica, calm down. You probably had a bad dream. I have lots of those. Anyways, lots of things have been happening while you were asleep. The ghosts... This is way more interesting than the entire Donar Island section, by the way. The ghosts in this cellar, it seems they've finally gotten tired of pestering us. I hope they're now haunting the monastery and knowing those pesky priests instead. Are the priests blue, by any chance? Speaking of, I almost forgot. Rigel sent me here to find you. I need to enter the monastery. He said you have the key. I do have the key to the gate. But before I give it to you, you have to promise me something. Don't beat around the bush, Hugh. The priest's in there. They got a screw loose. Do you believe in the act of evoking spirits? Well, they do. They do nothing else all day. That must be how the hauntings began. So if you go there, lock the gate behind you. Make sure you don't let any of them back in town. I don't think the ghosts are gonna give a shit about a physical gate, but alright. Thank you. Monastery lies to the west of this manor. Please be careful. Don't let anyone through that gate except yourself. I guess they just don't want the priests coming into town. A lot of heel spinners in here. I'm so glad we found Hugh. Durrett would have been utterly heartbroken without him. Sometimes you just gotta turn into a ghost. You know how it is. Now this is art. Yeah, Danny would like that one, huh? Regular ass old spinner. This piece is called Hugh and Durrett Forever and Ever. Words cannot describe the beauty of this image. I can still recall when we had this painting done. It was on a warm summer evening. Oh, the look on Hugh's face when a bird landed on my naked bot. Oh, what am I doing? You don't want to hear my rambles. I'm just glad the ghost didn't harm my beloved. Disturbing their nap time would be a terrible sin. Need a pinch of my nightcap before I hit the sheets. Gotta be my best for bingo this afternoon. Dear Durrett and I have been trying to get this town back to normal for some time now. We've always worked best as a team. When I get in a pinch, she bails me out and vice versa. That's how we ran this little retirement city of ours. Like, instantly fires a charge attack. I mean, we have to. Top hat obtained. It doesn't it doesn't fit Danny at all, but whatever, we're wearing a top hat. How does ether scent do? Drowsy, okay. No, don't make too much noise in here. Sarah's still asleep. I just want to rob you, that's all. 75% off. Oh, damn. That was my favorite thing in Bloodborne, was finding the top hat. And just being like, yes, never taking this off. Bird? The fuck do you mean you failed to get away? You're how many levels higher than it, Mito? Why are you so fucking slow? Another bird! Where are the ghosts? The ghost. Oh my god, Mina. Why are you so terrible? You're new. Alright, found a ghost. Don't kill it. Killed it. I have to switch to Burb for weakening them. No, his dialogue doesn't change. Guess not keep that gate open for too long. Those weirdos decide to live there. Let them stay there. Monastery of Illusion. Illusion. Well, they're not blue. Bartholomew. Halt, come no further. Behold, comrades, the stench of Furclaw Manor reeks upon this newcomer. What brings you here, outsider? Non-believers shall find nothing in this monastery but everlasting darkness. I was sent here with this. Can it be? Is this a sign, an omen, a harbinger? Magdalena. That stone, it is the image of our inscriptions. Do not be fooled so easily. This could well be a forgery. It takes years of training up Pergast before it can conceivably produce a measure stone. Brothers, sisters, you must not write this off, nor accept it blindly. I call for a test of faith. The guardians of the Mesher realm stalk these halls. They will determine if this individual is worthy enough to meet our lord. Then just Simon. I'm in it for that. Are these all like... No, I'm not going there. Let us observe how the haunted halls will treat this outsider. I thought we were doing cat puns with Bartholomew, but then we just had fucking the apostles, apparently. Wait, what are you talking about? You bring to us a measure stone in an attempt to claim an audience with our Lord. His guardian spirits cull the weak, they will test your mettle. Dangerous it most certainly is, but if our Lord actually sent for you, these spirits will guide you through our caverns willingly. Let us pray they do, for your sake and ours. I need to level up anyway. Yo, free cake. Do lifted cakes, dude. Curse, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I thought these were like for puzzles, but I think they're just here, like they can be interacted with, and that's it. There's going to be absolutely no reason to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. No! Oh, that was quick. Whoa, you're new. Seraphis. It might survive this. Yeah, we're good. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Buy me now. Everything in here has wind abilities. Regular one's not gonna cut it. Ow. Oh, they don't do the unique light thing on the other spinners. Oh, he also has pep talk. Shared fate. This is Destiny Bond? Oh, it doesn't kill the target, though. What's the point? It's got Fate Attack. Man, that hurts. I'm not using a revive item on you. Also, man, this is kind of unfortunate. This dungeon is nowhere near the heal center. Oh my god, I have to listen to this guy every single fucking time. Cool. That's one thing I don't like about this game. Again, back to the word of the day, tedious. Makes me wish I had an Abro teleport. I don't think the game is gonna let me use Mino here. So let me, give that to him. You just hang back. As you have been the entire game, because every time I try to use you, you get obliterated by something. There. Oh, there it is. Kill it. Kill it with violence. That's why. I hate this thing. This is my least favorite Coromon. I hate this thing so much. It can just randomly murder your reserve Coromon. And it's like, cool, thanks game. So what's all here? A lot. Why is the frog in here? Why is Armadillo in here? I feel like some of these don't belong. Free spooky spinners. May as well use them. Spring. Yeah, why are you here? How much damage does this even do? Not much. Oh. He still gets his turn after thawing out. I guess that makes sense. Still annoying though. Ow. Right. I always forget about that. Oh. Oh. He just straight up died, apparently. Oh, it's not worth that much. So, you know what, let me just give Beetle, I don't think Toughen Up is going to help here. I feel like these are all going to be special attackers. Let me give him Drain. Scary Vision could also be cool. What would I get rid of though? EMP, I guess? We'll wait and see. Actually, I don't think Poison Chop is going to do much for us down here. But again, we'll see. I feel like I should just leave Beetle in the front and crank his level, considering we're going to need him for the Titan. Ice Spider. How much is that? Ice. Die already. That thing's worth a lot. Yep, Matthew, Simon, Magdalene. I've worshipped illusion all my life, but the grieving souls have never allowed me to go further than this room. It's a little on-the-nose game. Aw. The cultists don't get their own battle theme. Cool, 3 damage. Excuse me. It's potent. Kill it. What does that do? Oh, that's fine. Perhaps I'm simply not chosen by illusion. Leave me to my endless disgrace. He doesn't have a gauntlet. Where's he keeping his spinners? Perhaps I'm simply not chosen. Oh, okay. Quit it! The attack is so stupid. I should just run from these fuckers whenever they show up. Oh my god, he's survived. Now he's gonna kill my beetle. Cool fucking damage rolls. No, you don't need that. Oh wait. I thought that was Rage again. It was Revenge, dude. I mean, it's probably just the same as the Pokemon move, but... The lower the user's HP, the more damage is inflicted. 20 to 180, holy shit. Can I get that on a normal type so I can get stabbed? I mean, it's not gonna help us down here, but it's still cool. Ow, frick. You know what? I think Scream would be better than Epiphany down here. Oh, Scream can miss though. 85 accuracy? Yeah. How do you miss with a Scream? I would like to know. Oh yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave Beetle in front, because these two are worthless. Actually, this whole part of the team is completely trash down here. But I'm just leveling and evolving right now. Can I give you Beetle? Rock would be alright. Even though nothing here is really using contact moves, that's probably not the best idea. But hey. Yeah, I'm just gonna crank Beetle's level. Special attacker that can use our one and only magic move. I'm just gonna hope that's enough. Oh. Okay. It's timing, I got you. Amethio. Summon Twilight lasts 3 rounds longer. Oh. It's the weather rocks. Oh, okay, those just break. I was wondering what those did. Oh, and it puts me back here. I can't warp to the beginning of the room. Hang on. It's over here. That's where I want to go. Yeah. I just noticed we have the stupid self-park face whenever we jump. It's just kind of hidden by the hat. Revive. Nope. Not dealing with you. Did you cheat? You must have. Or could this be Illusion's blessing? Yeah, it's pretty good. And we get a heal from it. That's annoying though. Wow, it cuts our attack that much. Holy fuck! Oh, I don't like that thing at all. Ow. Wind blast hurts. Hey, use glass cannon. It'll be funny. Do it. Well, he's out for blood. Oh, the fucking crit. $3,000 XP, what? Excuse me? Oh, Vila could use some speed, but crank that special attack. You know, I don't even care anymore. I don't think I'm gonna keep you. As soon as we find another fire type, you're gone. The forlorn souls trust you. Perhaps I should. No, not yet. Money. Oh, ice resists poison apparently. Decent haul. Yeah, what time is it? 6:20. Oh god, we have choices! Nope. This is not one of them. See ya. Well, only one of them has a different design, but let me just check. Lucky left. Rude. Teasing me. Oh, I just realized the pun here. Face, Seraface. Seraphim face. I've just been saying Seraphis. I don't appreciate them spamming this. Because I can't really just wait for it to wear off. Also, you can't scroll over the top to get to the bottom. That's annoying. Yeah, he's worth a good chunk. I only went for that because I know he has no special defense. Oh yeah, and that Emerald mod that I'm playing, Rustboro has, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Brick Break, as well as Iron Tail and Taunt, but I don't really care about those. 3 Golden Spinners, hell yeah. Yeah, like, the readme did say that certain TMs are made easier to acquire much earlier in the game, but I thought it was just talking about like the ones like specific for double battle, since that's what the whole mod is about. I wasn't expecting Ice Beam in the second town. So that's cool. Damn, not put me to sleep. Okay, missed. Yeah, they just always seem to open with that, which is annoying. Also, Fairy type is a thing. It's weird seeing Fairy type in Gen 3. As well as the physical special split and other Gen 6 niceties. Well, that's a Gen 4 nicety, but still. You know what I mean. Robes. Now, I too can be a creepy cultist. It gets rid of my hair, though. No, that's a deal breaker. Sorry. Oh, I have to manually. Okay, I gotcha. What? You made it past the first halls already? Well, you won't get much further. I want one. Oh, damn near one-shotted it. I've been scratched. Joke's on you, idiot. The rock ended up being helpful after all. I don't care anymore. I'm replacing Fiddly as soon as I can. Are you also potent? You sure are. Probably won't be able to one-shot this one. That's not good. Never mind. Killed it dead. You can have some speed. You don't want to be super slow. Whoa. Are you also potent? What the shit? I don't like this evolution as much. Perky's better. What? Why? He gets a heal and I get an accuracy down? What the hell? What kind of move is that? A move that's good for doubles, that's for sure. More potential. Aw, man. Oh, his defenses aren't great. You know what? I don't care. Small bite. Also potent. His whole team is potent. Cool, 1 damage. He tried his best. Phantom Spike. It's a ghost move. Ghostly Spike at the target, which absorbs power, increasing attack by 2 stages when landing the final blow on the target. That's really specific, but also cool. Oh, my Lord Imogen, is this individual truly sent by you? Too bad all these ghosts have wind moves that'll just absolutely destroy Mino if I try to use them. Oh. Not this time, Armadillo. Sorry. Got an actual fight coming up. The Outsider, one who somehow managed to acquire a Measure Stone. Oh, dearest Imogen, if this non-believer's quest is unjust, guide my hand in this most holy of battles. What? Ugh. Oh, it is a ghost. This is like using Mega Drain on a water gym, except it's ghosts. A little weird, but I'll take it. I still have to experiment with the other electric types, but I don't know, I kinda like Beetle. It's pretty good. Oh no. It's my least favorite piece of shit. Kill it. Yeah! Good crit. Oh god, it has an evolution. And a lot of health. Of course you will. Well, that only affects physical attacks, so we're good. Of course you will. Just murder Fiddly real quick. Man, you get some crazy XP in this body blast. I'm not a physical attacker though. Glaceon. Oh, he's way faster now. Actually has some decent defenses now. Is apparent, you may be the one prophesied to complete the task. We won't disturb you anymore. Pass in peace. We will pray for our success. Yeah, you know what? I don't think Poison Chomp is going to do anything for me down here, so let me replace it with Scary Vision. I want to keep EMP just in case the boss tries to, like, buff its stats a bunch, and then I could just be like, nope. But actually... because that's what we're going to be doing. Detox. Get rid of that. 5 evolutions. Just barely not enough for a level up. You give your item to Burb. Because you don't really need XP anymore. Actually, wait, what does Static Body Plus do? Okay, it's just every time instead of every second hit. Yeah. Checkpoint reached. Cool, I can come back here whenever. No. My seashell. Oh, well, we got disintegrated. I guess that's the end of that. I am a cat. Oh, that just sends us back. Oops. I can't skip this. I just love being disintegrated, that's all. I like how this isn't, like, properly here and you can just clip through it. All the candles must be turned off. No exceptions. The Mesher realm, thou have truly appeared. Come, show thyself to me. Huh? Oh, hey. Ah, you got assigned to a Purgy, a kind-hearted soul you must possess. This is precisely what the Mesher realm needs. Since I have been unable to fulfill my duty, the Mesher realm overflows. A solution exists. We must cleanse those known as the souls of acceptance. Guide these brightly colored souls to me. If we process enough of these, then those you witnessed suffering in the in-between can transcend here. I like how he just drops the vow thing, the Shakespeare speak. But beware. Beware the souls of grief, those not yet ready for reincarnation. Heard enough of the souls of acceptance to me, then we shall discuss your true intentions for coming here. Oh. We're back in the real world. Except we're a ghost. So avoid the bad souls. I mean, they're kind of just sitting there. Wasn't a whole lot to that. Oh, it's Hayville. Ikaruga blocks, cool, cool. Carefully maneuver around them. Kinda wish there was a sound effect for that. This is Radiant Park. Yeah. Oh, I can't hop down there. Wily cat. reminds me of the Silent Realm from Skyward Sword. Except much freakier. Why do they turn into heads? A little weird. I think all the birds are still chirping here. Oh, that's not that's not a thing. That's connected to something else. Oh wait, that is the interact thing. I didn't even touch it. Oh. No, they're all out of sync. There we go. Got hung up on the staircase. And they got lazy with these two. Just put them both here. Oh, nice. That worked out. I was kind of hoping they'd like get hit inside the blocks. Ah. Hell out of here. What? I wasn't on the same row as it though. Bullshit game. What are hitboxes anyway? That was a neat little game padding piece of filler. Magnificent. You have cleansed the Mesher realm of its immediate danger. The merging is not needed anymore. Come, split. Human! My portal sustains a temporary connection to your world. Use it if you deem necessary. Are we fighting already? Man, that was so much shorter than the the Voltgar dungeon. Which just went on and on and on and on. I am impressed. These souls will begin life anew thanks to you. My only desire is to evaporate into the mist once more, to fulfill my duty in keeping the Mesher realm well filtered. But currently, I am unable with this threat looming over the human world. What can I do to help? At all costs, you must keep my essence preserved. Repelling the threat in the human world. This will allow me to shed my form and become ethereal once more. I am pleased that our motives seem to align. Now then, come, have you ever danced with a shadow before? What level are you?
Nice.
35. Why didn't you humans protect the planet properly? Well, there's the end of that. Now, do I need any defensives? Let's just see how much damage we do first. Oh, baby. That's unfortunate timing. Can't afford the defense drop that Drowsy does. That's not good. You do so much damage that they full heal every time they do that, though. I'm gonna drop his defense one more time. Max it out. And he's good call too, because he would have disabled my my drain. I don't want that. Soul Crush? That sounds painful. Oh god. He's doing everything in his power. Oh, please go first. Okay. Move in. That was so much easier than Voltgar. Oh shit, he's not dead. He's 1 health. Last bit of power in this pathetic... Oh, he has to... This is scripted. You can't kill them before they go into phase 2, I guess. Why don't I use it to reincarnate? Oh, is he gonna heal? Only halfway. I am master over life and death. Are you still debuffed? No, he's not. That's a problem. I'm gonna swap out just to get rid of his I'm gonna swap to Burb. Yeah, I'm gonna swap to Burb. Just to get rid of his debuffs, and then I'll heal him with Burb's turns. Burb might not survive. Illusion is charging. Should I be concerned? See if you can set him on fire. That's actually fine, because it means I can switch without wasting my turn. Now we need to re-debuff him. Oh, that hurt. Debuffs are important. If we die, I'll just revive. It's fine. Yeah. Oh my god, all these crits. I thought you had to charge to use that. Can a ghost bleed?
Damn.
Oh, maybe that attack just always crits. I need you to buy me some turns, Armadillo. Alright, he's double debuffed. Let's give him one more. Premonition is fine. This will either kill him or be very close to it. Very close. And we win. My point still stands. That was way easier than Voltgar. And Beetle earns an evolution. Let's go.
Rhino.
Whoa. Rhino buzz. Tunnel Rhino. Ton of health. Not that much speed, a lot of it. 103 special attack, oh yeah. Alright defenses, not bad. Very well, this victory is well earned. Also, my achievements are working again, because it turns out this whole time, all these months, I just had the overlay turned off. I think one of the updates just like automatically turned it off and I didn't notice. I was wondering why my achievement pop-ups weren't happening for the last like 6 months. Very well, this victory is well earned. To restore balance, to send us Titans back to the state in which we belong. Just as you guided the lost souls, I trust that you will finish what you have begun. Only when your task is complete, then we may focus our energy on what matters, instead of squandering it to maintain these physical forms. Just remember to keep the essences safe.
ghost essence. 4 of my brethren yet remain. The sooner you finish, the sooner I can dissipate. So go, hurry, leave this Mesher realm and never return. Oh, there's probably a Titan for every type except for normal. Is that guy still peeping through the gate? He gives me the creeps. How many did I catch? Most of them. I think I got all the unevolved forms, so I can just evolve them. Danica, come over here. You don't believe this, I'm getting reports from all over town. Wonderful reports. Hauntings, everyone says they've stopped. That was your doing, wasn't it? I think so, I got what I needed from the Mesher realm. The Mesher realm? Sure, kiddo. Well, whatever you did, the priests seem to have stopped their troublemaking. You deserve all the thanks for your efforts to help Paul bury. You're forever in your debt. I must be off now. Dorette can get a little anxious when we were apart nowadays. Oh, one more thing. Luxola sent a mechanic to the Pawberry Hyperloop in order to fix it. Is he an acquaintance of yours, perhaps? He mentioned you, seemed excited, said he had some sort of gift. Better head over before you miss him. Well, let's say normal. Must be on our guard with them priests. You never know what trick they might pull next. Okay, now how do I get that? Oh, maybe the gift is a new module. It lets me grab things from afar. Just all the Golden Sun isms. I guess beetles aren't a break at this point. How close is everyone to evolving? A few more levels for you. Burb still has quite a while to go. Like one more level for Fiddly, looks like, or a couple. Same with Armadillo. Oh, it's the fire dude. One moment, Danica is putting the finishing touches on the reparation. It's not a real term. There we go, back in working order. What can't the burn module do? Perfect timing, by the way. I was looking for you around town. Got some news. My invention, the culmination of my entire life, is finally ready, Danica. That's right. In mere weeks, the burn module will be rolling out for all current Lux Solus employees. That's amazing, Percy. Congrats. So, is that why you were looking for me, to tell me the good news? Well, partly. Actually, I'm here to personally give you my very own burn module. You were so nice to me, Danica, one of the few to take a real interest in my project. Go on, it's totally safe, just plug it in. Possibilities of that module are endless. It could burn grass, hedges, or light up torches. You could name it, you could burn it. Should put it to good use when climbing the Pyramid of Sart. Pyramid of Sart?
Yes, didn't Rygal tell you yet? That's where we located the next Titan. That makes me think it's gonna be a sand type. I should get back now, or Larry will set up one of his nasty pranks at my desk. Burn bright. I think between now and next time, I'm gonna look for a potent tattle and start leveling that up. Cause I'm not really feeling this crab. He kinda sucks. I see. Can I burn the bench? No. Can I burn this old man? No. One way or another, all the objects in the village stop their dang levitating. Ooh. Oh wow, you could burn tall grass. If you really want to avoid fights. Is there anything down here? Is that a thing? Doesn't look like it. Oh, bird's still dead. You should probably fix that. So, like, I have this tattle. And I mean, 15 is fine, but we could do better. Toddle. I always say tattle. I have exactly one other fire type. I don't like its ability, though. Oh, it still has its boosted health, I just noticed. That persists. Until the battle ends. Okay, that's probably just a visual glitch then. Yeah, see ya, Blazator. I don't need you. He's done evolving, right? Yeah. I'm gonna constantly switch people around, or Coromon around, until we have all of them, except Beetle's a permanent addition, I think. I like him a lot. He's so good. What is this? Pistastone. Pista. Increases its attack by 50%. Oh, it's a choice item. Gotcha. Hey, cat, what can you do? Make enemies hazy. It's got a foul move. Equal to 15% of the target's current HP with each strike. Oh. That doesn't sound great. Also, you're a special attacker. Get rid of that. Put that on. That's also a physical move. There's Future Sight. Can you learn? You can learn a lot of physical moves. Okay, I guess we're I guess we're doing that. You don't need that. I'll take Poison Chomp just for the coverage. 90, 95, 50, 90. Always goes first. 6, 3. I'll keep Fate Attack. Plus 10%, alright, fair enough. Oh yeah, he needs a Swarmy. I think this house is just buried. That's the end of it. There's just nothing you can do about it, okay. Grab this now. Ground spinner, a little late for that, but alright. I think that does mean we're coming up to a sand area though. Which, oh boy. This now. I like how I could just... I could just do this. Something hidden down here. How do we leave Pawberry? Maybe it's back in the swamp? Oh. Oh, maybe this takes us forward. Yep. Also, people are here. I gotta go open the door, so I'm just gonna... Can I, like, cancel out of this? Ah. Next time I'll have a thing for us. Here we go. A, potent... What do you call him? Toddle. But for now, I gotta go. Sorry for the abrupt end, but yeah. I will see you tomorrow for something else. Have a good night. Stay fresh.